Hello everyone, welcome to EduTap and also welcome to the government scheme session. So today we are covering a newly launched program by the central government, and the name of this particular program, it is New India Literacy Program. So as I said before, this program has been recently launched, and that is why it becomes very important from your examination point of view. So what are the important dimensions of this particular program? We will understand in this lecture. So we'll start with the basic dimensions that you need to know, that is the launch year. So launch year, it is very simple to understand, that is it was launched in this year only, that is 2022. Now talking about to which ministry does it fall under, alright. So if we talk about ministry, there are more than one ministry that will be involved to run this particular program. So it will be Ministry of Education also, right, because we are talking about literacy over here. Apart from that, there will be Ministry of Finance also, which will be giving the financial literacy, and also we would be having Ministry of Defence, wherein NCC and ex-servicemen, they can volunteer, and other such departments as well as ministries also, and that is why there is no specific ministry it will fall under. Alright. Now let's look at the other dimensions that are important from examination point of view. So the aim of this particular program, it is to cover all the aspects of adult education. So what is this New India Literacy Program all about? It focuses on adult education, and the curriculum and all the other activities, they will be made in such a way that would be in align with National Education Policy 2020 and also budget announcement of 2021. Herein all the task, all the work, all the activities for adult education, they would be in align with the vision that the government has envisaged in National Education Policy 2020 and budget announcement of 21-22. Alright. Now the target beneficiaries, herein we are talking about adult education. So herein we will focus on non-literates of the age 15 years and above in all the states UTs in the country. So all the states UTs, they will be included under this program, and non-literates of the age 15 and above will be the target beneficiaries. Tenure of this program, it will be from financial 2022, from when it has been launched, till 2027. Alright. And herein estimated financial outlay for now, see, estimated what has been given. So in announcement, this estimated financial outlay, it has been given that of 1037.90 crore, in which center share will be 700 crore and the state share will be 337.90 crore. What does it mean? It means that this particular scheme, it is a centrally sponsored scheme. So we know the difference. There are two types of schemes, center sector and center sponsored. In center sector, those kind of programs and schemes, those are 100% funded by the center government. When we are talking about sponsored, so herein we have a share between center as well as state, right? So this is a center sponsored scheme, and herein you have looked at the outlay. Next, now talk about objectives. So there are various objectives that are under this particular program. So let's understand them one by one. The first one is to impart foundation literacy and numeracy. So basic literacy, that a person can read and write, is familiar with numbers, everything that will be given. But not only that, in this particular program, as we told, that this is more aligned with the national policy of 2020 as well as the budget announcement in 21. So in that, we also are focusing on critical life skills. Now what are these critical life skills? I have included the rest under the bracket so that you can revise it later on also, that including financial literacy. To literate them, how can they financially be more independent, as well as how they can invest in various sources. Financial literacy, so that is why I was saying before that Ministry of Finance is also included. Then digital literacy will also be given, how to be more, because India, it is focusing on now to become a digital India, right? So that would also be given, such kind of skills or literacy will be provided. Commercial skills, healthcare and awareness about child care and education and family welfare, everything will be taught to the people, the target beneficiaries under this program. Apart from that, vocational skill development training will also be given. Now these are the simple basic skills that you can get to find a job. Okay, so for example cooking, for example sewing, for example or cleaning, or to know some basic skills that you can go and approach and go for a job opportunity, right? So those vocational skill development will be given. Next is basic education. So basic education will be given, that will be equivalent to the preparatory, middle and secondary stages. So if you are going regularly to school, so to all the stages, the level of education that is given similarly will be curated and will be given in such a form to the beneficiaries who will be eligible under this program also. Next is continuing education. Now this continuing education is also one of the objectives under this program, and it includes engaging holistic adult education courses. So courses will be designed properly according to the adult education in arts, science, technology, culture, sports and recreation. Sports will also be focused, and that is why Ministry of Youth and Sports Affairs, that is also is included. That is why I was saying before that there are various ministries that are involved in that, right? Recreation as well as other topics of interest and use of local learners, such as more advanced material, critical life skills, everything. These all are objectives, that is continuing education, basic education, vocational skill development, critical life skill development and foundation literacy and numeracy. All these are objectives of this scheme. Let's move ahead and look at the key features. So there are various key features that are involved in this program, and as this is recently launched, all are important, and whatever is there that can be asked in your examination, we are going to cover and discuss all of them, alright? So the first one is the target. So what is the target of this literacy here? So it says for foundation literacy and numeracy, for the basic education, you can say, for financial year 22-27, that is for 5 years, is, so the target is 5 crore learner at 1 crore learner per year. So the target is that every year they are going to make 1 crore target beneficiaries, foundationally literate and numerically literate, and after that, so in 5 years, how many they are going to cover? They are going to cover 5 crore learners. That is the target. Next is the target. Now how will this target be achieved? So this will be achieved by online platform. So here is one system has been developed, that is OTLAS. So do remember the full format. So OTLAS is Online Teaching, Learning and Assessment System, and this OTLAS in collaboration with National Informatics Center, NCERT and NIOS, all this will be all these would come together to provide the online education, okay? Next is implemented through volunteerism through online mode. So you can volunteer to be a part of it, alright? So whoever wants to get learning, they can be a part of it, and if that you don't want to be part of it, that's completely your choice. Next is school will be the unit for implementation of the scheme. So this particular scheme, it will be implemented with the help of school teachers and school. So school will be the unit of this. Apart from that, what else we have? Flexibility for states and UTs will for innovative activities. So however they want to form a curriculum according to the adults who would be the target beneficiaries under this scheme. So states and UTs, they have this liberty that they can design the curriculum accordingly. Next is use of technologies will be done, of course, because we are talking about online education over here. So we have to include new technologies to impart adult education for wider coverage. Because if that was an offline mode, only some people who belong in that particular area, wherever be the particular this program center would be, so lesser population would have been benefited from it, right? So that is why online shift has been done, so that maximum people, they can be part of it. Next is performance grading index for state and UTs by UDISC. Okay, what is this? So uniform grading index, it means particular grading would be done in every district, okay? So that what happens when there is grading according to in which district how many learners have been targeted and how many have been benefited from it. So according to the ranking, there would be a clarity of how the particular state or UT that is performing, right? So that is why this performance grading index, that would also be a part of this particular key feature of the scheme. Next is CSR, that is corporate social responsibility or philanthropic support may be received. So herein people, they can also support. See, because we are talking about online education, so we need the gadgets for it, right? So herein we are talking about philanthropic support or social responsibility of the corporates. They can also be done. So how they can do that? By hosting ICT support, that is information communication technology, okay? So IT support we are talking about, they can voluntarily support for providing the material that is required and and everything. Opening facilitation centers for learners. They can open a center where people, they can go and through online computers and online platform, they can get that information, right? So you can volunteer for that. IT access for economically weaker learners in the form of cell phones. You can distribute cell phones and all the such things for the people who cannot afford it. Alright, so these all are the key features of this scheme. Now there are some more. Let's understand that. Now priority and saturation in literacy, what does it mean? So we are talking about 15 and above. So are we going to target everybody? So there is one step-by-step process that the government has decided. First, they are going to target this group of 15 to 35. Okay, they will be saturated first, followed by age 35 and above. It does not mean that if a person who is 40 years and who is volunteering and going and saying that I want to be a part of it, he won't be welcome. It just means to making more aware this group first and then moving ahead towards 35 and above. Alright, next thing is priority will be given in terms of categories. If we talk about categories, so priority will be given to whom? It will be given to SC, ST, OBC minorities, girls and women. Apart from that, people with special needs, that is Divyangans who are there. Okay, marginalized, nomadic, construction workers, laborers, etc. So in terms of categories, they will be given preference. But if I talk about location and area, so which location and area will be targeted first? So for them, all aspirational districts of Niti Aayog. So what is aspirational district? See, these are some districts that has been chosen by Niti Aayog, which says that these districts needs a little bit more focus than the rest of the districts of the state, because they have been not developed in as pace as the other district they have developed. Okay, so aspirational district will be focused. And then district with literacy rate less than the national or state average. So if particular district, it has a literacy rate that is lesser than state or national average, they will be taken care, they will be prioritized in this particular program. Apart from that, district with female literacy rate less than 60%, they will be targeted, and this how will they get to know? By the 2011 census. Apart from that, district blocks with large SC/ST minority population, educationally backward blocks, left-wing extremism affected district. Okay, so in that you have heard of Naxalites and all. So they come under this left-wing extremism affected districts. Okay, so they will be targeted. These in terms of location, such location will be targeted first. All right. So that is all in this particular program. That was a short program, yet important, because this was launched this year only in 2022, and that is why there are high chances of them coming in the examination, all the key features. Alright, so if you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe to it so that you would never miss any video, and you can also join a Telegram channel to get the PDF of all the lectures that we provide on YouTube. So that is all in this particular lecture. If you have any doubt, any query, you can comment it down, and I'll come again with another important scheme. Until then, all the very best for your examination, and thank you.